Hello, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I am so glad you're here. So today I have some wonderful new items. I'm so excited to show those to you. This is my giveaway card for today's video, and if you would like to know how to win this, a chance to win this card, then please stay tuned. So let's get started. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you had a lot of good food. Now it's the start of the Christmas time, of course. And I found this new company and I'm very excited because I'm like a regular shopper. I'm always trying to find new stuff. And this company called is Brutus Monroe. So you can see it right here. I found out that Brutus was the beloved dog of the owner of this company. This is an American company, and they print their papers right here in the United States. So I ordered a few things just to figure out how they are, and I absolutely fell in love with their papers and all the other products. So I have all kinds of stuff today. So let's get started. First, this is brand new to me. These are washi strips. So it's called the washi sheet. There are 2 sheets in each of these packs and they come in strips. So let me show you. So here is my pack and you can see, so there are 2 sheets in the pack, and then these look like stems, but when you peel them off, they come in strips. So these are washi strips and I absolutely love it because the rolls for my taste always have too much tape on there. I never use up my washi tapes, and having them in sheets, they're of course much more affordable than the washi rolls, and you have plenty but not too much. So you can see for my video today I already used up 5 of this strip of this part, and I still have plenty left. So let's go over these really quick, and I have quite a few. So here is this wonderful, what is called White Christmas, and you have all these beautiful White Christmas decorations. The next one is called a Nostalgic Christmas, and these are also strips. Let me show you. So same thing, you just pull them off. And yeah, beautiful quality too. I really are in love with those. So that's the next one, 2 sheets. Then we got these absolutely cutie cats. They're called the Santa Claus. How cute is that? All these beautiful kitties here. There is also one with the candy strips, and this is called Peppermint Patterns. And let me show you how this looks like. Again, you take it off in strips. You can see it right here. There are also these absolutely gorgeous book bags. Look how beautiful they are. And I have a few others in my shop, non-Christmassy. So go ahead and check them out. But the absolutely amazing part that I got with these washi sheets are the washi maps. Now, first I was thinking, nah, big deal. You can always layer your washi tape yourself. But let me tell you, those are a game changer. I cannot be more excited about these. This is the first time I see something like this. What happens is and there are different varieties. So we have these these washi maps in here. So let me open one. So in each of these packs, there are 2 sheets in there. What you do is you cut them in 4 A2 panels. And so you're going to get 8 panels in each of these packs. They're very inexpensive. And then what you do is you layer your washi tape as it is mapped out on those panels. So again, first you may think, well, that's really not a big deal. But to me, it was a total game changer. I rarely use my washi tape, and having these maps that I know where to layer it makes all the difference. So let me show you my sample cards. I had so much fun making these cards. I could barely stop myself, and I know I'm going to use my washi tape now much more often, having these helping tools. So I started with the number 1, and I'm going to go through the others really quickly. So this is number 1. I cut out this panel. I put it on an A2 card, and then I used the White Christmas washi strips and layered them as they were intended. And you can see all the gaps are the same. And then all I did is I decorated with my glitter borders that I have in my shop, a couple of those stars from Michaels. Those are the foam glitter stars. And then I stamped sentiment, and here is my card. I think this was so easy, and once I did it, I was hooked. So I used up this one sheet here that again has 4 panels on there, comes in twice. Here is my second panel and my second card. This, by the way, will be the giveaway card for today's video. And all you have to do is leave me a comment on this video, give me a thumbs up, and be a visible subscriber to my channel. And I will draw the winner next Saturday. So look at this. Here I used this one right here. This map, so to speak, and I layered these washi strips, and then I put it through my embossing folder. And because it is a panel, then I adhered it to my card so you don't have anything on the inside. And doesn't it look amazing? It doesn't really need much more. I added a little bit bling and another stamped sentiment. Okay, next, let's see. Here is the number, this is number 3 from the sheet. You can see it right here. And what I have done here is for this card, I used other washi tape. I also used what I had in my stash. So this candy cane here, that comes from the washi sheets. But then this washi tape here with the beautiful poinsettias, that's from Michaels. So is this one up here. So if you have washi tape and that may not be as wide as these maps, that's really not a big deal. Then you just put a smaller piece of washi tape there, or just leave it and add a border. So here, because this one was, you can see, is not as wide as this washi tape, I added this part, and then I added a second washi tape that says Merry Christmas. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the washi sheet, and this is the washi tape I used for my card. So let me bring it a little closer, bring it in. So you can see when I layer it here, it is not as wide as the washi tape on the sheet. So not a big deal. I also added a smaller one, this one here that says Merry Christmas. And then what I have here is something that is almost the same width. You can play around with it a little bit, but there is really no cutting. So what I did here to make it the same width, I layered it over this washi tape a little bit, and then again put it through my embossing folder, this time with this beautiful snowflake. And then I added an embellishment. This is from the Find It die cut sheets that I introduced a couple weeks ago, and there's still some left in my shop. I will link them below. But doesn't it look awesome? And again, the inside is totally fine because this is a panel. So there is one more. So we have 4 on this sheet, and I worked with all 4. So for my 4th card, I used this one down here, and here it is. So here I didn't use any of the washi tape from the washi sheets, just my personal stash. And if you have washi tape, I can only recommend it because you will use it. And and then just I layered it. Yes, of course, you can try to do that yourself, but I have done it before, of course, but this is so easy. You have no idea what a game changer that is. I am so impressed on how easy it was to use and how inspired I was to use my different washi tape. And I got tons of washi tape, like many of you. And so here I just layered beautiful washi tape, and then added one more from the Find It Christmas die cut sheets. I will link them below, on a little panel here of Mary cardstock, another foam, and then foam star, and then got it through my embossing folder, this time with little stars. So I think these are absolutely gorgeous, and there are so many. So this was number one. Number two has different ways to layer it. So there's again 8 more in here. Number 3 is bookmarks. So yeah, you can make bookmarks, and I made one. So perfect. These are 2 by 6, those bookmarks. And you cut them out, so you got 10 bookmarks in here, 2 sheets, 5 each. And yeah, and then you layer it. So I just did this one here. I layered this with all the leftovers that I had after I made my cards, and came up with this pretty bookmark. I matted it on some glitter cardstock, so you have a little bit of bling on the sides, and then put it through my embossing folder. It was actually a mistake that I have the debossing on this side, because I didn't put it through the machine correctly. But now I think it came out okay, because the back, which is also part of the bookmark, has now the embossing side, and this is the debossing side, but it also has the beautiful tape. So, and then there is also number 4. So there are 4 different varieties. Here where you cut little pieces. This one here I'm going to use 2, because when you have little leftovers, that's where you can just add them to these maps. So again, I am so intrigued by these beautiful maps that Brutus Monroe came out with. And yeah, you're going to see much more. I also have sheets that are non-Christmassy, like I said, and you can go ahead and check them out. But I really encourage you to use these, because again, you don't need any paper. You create these gorgeous backgrounds all with your washi. Okay, next let's move on to the papers. Now the paper that they have printed right next to their facility is absolutely beautiful. It has that very expensive feel to it, and you gotta see it to see what I mean. But let's check. I have different paper packs. I'm gonna start with the Midtown Magic. That's exactly what I like. This is a 6 by 6 paper pad. It has 24 sheets in there, and there are actually 4 of 6 different designs, but they are double-sided. That's why it has 12 patterns. So let's go through it. So first of all, on the back, you can see all 12 patterns, and they're in there twice. And then you can use it, because on the back, it looks like this, and you could easily cut yourself apart. But let's go through these. So here is number 1. And this is all these, what it's called, the Midtown Magic, all these beautiful city scenes. And when you turn it over, here's another one. And I just love it. It's all nighttime, Christmas, snowy. And again, this paper has a little sheen to it. It's almost like you can wash it. And yeah, absolutely wonderful for cards. I just love it. Let's see. And it is cardstock, so it's not paper. Here is number 2. Looks like a street in New York, or maybe in Europe. Look at this. How gorgeous. The snowy scenes. Here is another city scene with the cars, and then on the other side, the lights. I just love the artwork. Look how gorgeous. So I had fun making cards with those. Look at this. Beautiful. I like the lanterns and how the lights are painted here. Just gorgeous. Here, beautiful Christmas tree. So they're all a little similar, but you got plenty to choose from. Yeah, I like the lanterns too. Okay, so that is the paper pack. So again, 24 sheets. Next, there is something that's called Creative Cards. And this one has 36 different cards in there. And let me show you. Those are 80C size cards. So there are 3 by 4 inches. And each card, so these are one-sided, but each card has a different image on there. There are Christmas markets and also city scenes. And then there are also landscape ones. Love this one. So like beautiful watercolor paintings. Never seen anything like this before. I am so much in love with these things. They are easy to work with for your cards. This looks like a European scene here to me. Yeah, so we got, landscape here. Look at the tram. And then also the other direction. So this is in a horizontal direction. Here, beautiful Christmas market. So anyway, 36, you get the idea. Look at this. Absolutely wonderful. Now let me show you the cards I made with this. So I started off with using one of my old frames that I had in my stash for the longest time to frame one of the 6x6 papers, and just to give it a beautiful background. If you don't have frames, you can easily cut them yourself. So I cut the 6x6 paper to size to fit my 5x7 card, and then because that was the frame that I had that would fit on a 5x7 card. If you don't have frames, you cut them by using your dies to cut out a window, and this could be an oval or a rectangle, just to frame one of these papers. The hardest thing was to pick what side I want to use, but there are so many papers in there and each is beautiful. You can't make a mistake. And then I embellished it with some greenery here from the Studio Light paper pads. I added a stamped sentiment, and then as a border I punched out these icicles, and I'm fortunate enough to have this gorgeous punch, but I know that for icicles you can also find dies or use any other border, or don't use a border at all. And yeah, there it is. And I think this is a cute card because it really sets this beautiful city scene in this almost like in a picture frame. Okay, next I created a floating panel card. And with this, I used one of these cute ATC cards. I matted it on glitter paper, and then from cardstock, I cut out these floating panel cards. And I can link the video below where I show you how I make these cards. I added, again, a piece from the 6x6 background and cut it to fit my card inside. And then here on the other side, this beautiful Christmas saying here. This comes from the, let me see, that is the Due Day stickers. There are, look at these, there are foiled and embossed, and I added them to some glitter cardstock. They come on sheets like this, and I still have some in my shop, so they are transparent when you take them off the sheet. See, they are transparent, but they're stickers. And then they look best if you put them on a light background so you can see the sentiment. And this here is in gold foil. They also come in silver foil. And that's what I have done here to have a sentiment. So now the recipient has a beautiful scene that stands up like this. And of course, for the writing, I can use the back. And then I have another one. And here I went a step further. I also did the floating panel, but so here's the other one, and look how pretty. But then I also decorated the inside because you have these panels. So if you can look at here, I left it blank. And of course the cardstock I used already had some foiling on there, so it is festive for a Christmas card. But here I covered it, and now I really have a city scene. And this could become a piece of decoration on your mantle or on somebody's, somebody's Christmas decoration. And again, I used one of the Christmas sentiments here, again edited to glitter cardstock, and then a couple of these stars. I tell you, these stars, I use them on almost any card. These are very inexpensive. You get them at Michael's. Every year they have them in packs of gold and silver foam stars. There are adhesive, so they're just perfect. And yeah, I really love how this comes about. I love the watercolor look on these. Check it out. So I'm very, very happy and pleased how these came out. And then I couldn't pass up all these beautiful kitty products. There is 6x6 paper pad. It's called the Kitten Christmas. There is also these creative cards that are in cat designs. And then first time ever, I think, is that I have used stamps on my cards other than sentiment stamps. So there is the Meowie Christmas. And check out these cute little animals here. I love this one on top of the present. There are Christmas related cat sentiments. This one here, look at the, this is a heart, and look at the cute little kitties. There's one kitty here, one kitty here, another kitty here. And I thought this would be absolutely great for Valentine's. And look at these here, a border, and then thank you for helping me out. How nice is that if you have somebody taking care of your kitty when you go on vacation, for example. But I was intrigued by this kitty tree. I absolutely love this one. And let's take a look what I have created with this line. Well, first, let's go through the papers really quick. Same thing, you got 24 sheets in here. There are 6 different papers, but they're double-sided, so that's why there are 12 patterns. So let's take a quick look here. This is the packaging that, of course, you can use. So these are like almost like they're stamped, so you could color them in if you wanted to. Just love that look. Stripes are always great, and this is like a pinkish salmon color stripe. Here is a green, black stripes. On the other side there are gifts. Here the cute kitties with the presents, and then kitties all over. Love that look. More kitties and presents. And some bows on the back. And then here is this one, and also some bows on the back. So that is the Kitten Christmas. And then here are the 36 different 3x4 inch cards, all about kitties. So you can see there are so many, and I'm sure your kitty is on there somewhere. All right, so but I use the stamps. So this is a premiere because I don't think I have ever used stamps on my cards before, and I am not a great stamper, nor do I color well, or I have even done it. So what I have started is I used a piece of cardstock and some watercolor shimmer paint, and maybe you can see it how it is, has a little bit of a sheen to it. And I just colored that cardstock, and then I stamped it with my black ink, and this is how it looks. And I thought, first of all, for somebody that doesn't color, that looked fine. I wasn't too happy with it, but that was my very first try. And I did that again on something similar, and I cut it out. So here I also had created the background with this shimmery watercolor, stamped it, and then I fuzzy cut around it, and now basically have I do have ornament now for my cards. Then I started using markers, and here is the card that I created. I did the same thing, but this time I basically used markers to color in my kitties, and then also fuzzy cut it, meow and bright all winter long, added some bling, and then made this Z-fold card with a Mary Cadmus there. And oh, by the way, this paper pack here is still available. Let me see if I can find it. That's that's not the Brutus Monroe. Let me see. Yeah, this is the All the Sparkles by Lawn Fawn, and it's got stripes and these gorgeous foiled star papers, and in all different colors. So here, this is the one that I used. This beautiful dark gray. There's red, green, even white. So that's the background I used. Same here. I used the stripe from that pack, and then added the sentiment that also came with the stamp set. So the stamp set also has, of course, sentiments. And then so this was already my third. That was my third one. I saw this paper in the paper pack, and I wanted to have a coloring that goes with it. So again, I created a background more with little brown and beige tones. And again, this is a little shimmery. I'm not sure if it shows. Maybe here you can see it a little bit. And it did the same thing. And I think this came out cute. So it's a little toned down, of course, compared to this. And again, I'm not a big, color person. This is really more like my very first try. But I just love this stamp. It is so cute. Here again, I made this card with 2 panels and this is just a regular A2 size card with the 2 panels from the paper pack, and I think that turned out so cute. And then last but not least, I used colored pencils, and to be honest, I like this look the best, and you can tell me which one you like best. But here I used colored pencils, and each kitty has a different color, and then 2 papers from the paper pack on this background. I do have a white writing panel in my card because it is it's a shimmery black card. So here are all the different kitty trees that I have created with this absolutely gorgeous stamp. And I know those of you that know how to color well, you can do so much more with it. But I'm still pleased with how these cards came out. And I'm sure I can find use this Christmas to give it to somebody. It is handmade, so somebody hopefully will be happy receiving one of these kitty cards. I am very pleased to have this new company, Brutus Monroe, in my shop. I am really impressed by their beautiful papers and innovative ideas like these washi maps. I absolutely love them. Give them a try. You will be addicted using up your washi tape. Love, love, love it. I ended up making 10 cards. Don't forget this giveaway card. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a message and then be a subscriber to my channel. I try to upload a video once a week on Saturdays so you can see what's new in my shop and what I have created. But I really appreciate you spending time with me today. I hope you stay or get well. Happy holiday crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.